This is episode 12 of GrizzlieKnits. I'm Tracy, coming to you from Toronto, Canada, and this is a knitting and crocheting podcast. You can find me on Ravelry as GrizzlieKnits and on Instagram as GrizzlieKnits as well. Welcome. I did a little different podcast last week of my scrappy projects, and I hope you enjoyed it. And back to our usual format of me showing you what I've done and what I'm working on and what I hope to be working on. So let's get started. As you can see, I'm wearing my first finished object this week. You guys have seen me work on this for quite a while now, and I'm so happy that it's finally done, and I blocked it and it is ready to go. This is a gift knit for somebody special. And they'll be okay with me wearing it right now since I have to say goodbye to it, but I love it. It is such a great fit, and it is, it's so nice. So this is the Eba's Garden Shawl. Just want to make sure I got that right. Yes, Eba's Garden Shawl by Hoki Locatelli. And it was a very simple knit, but very enjoyable. And I knew I was going to love the lace part, and I did. It just, lace to me just always takes things over the top. And I used my yarn from a subscription box that I did a while ago, a couple of years ago. They're now called Wool Interrupted, and it's a Canadian company. And I took two yarns, and unfortunately I don't have the colorways, and I'm not really sure if they do the exact same colorways. But this is like a blue with a bit of gray in it, and then I put it with this gray, if you can see. I'll show you a little closer. Yeah, so it was so enjoyable, and I know the person's gonna really like it that is receiving it. So on the topic of gift knits, I think we'll continue with that. I put out an Instagram post this week on some more gift knitting that I did, but this type of gift knitting does not have a person in mind. So it's just making things that you enjoy or maybe want to try out, using up your yarn stash, and then giving it to somebody who maybe needs it, or who, like, maybe a birthday comes along of a friend or a family member, and you always have things to give. So I'm going to show you my gifting basket. So this is my gifting basket, and I started the hashtag MyGiftingBasket so that you too can join in. So when you make something for your gifting basket, and if you hashtag it on Instagram, MyGiftingBasket, then that way we can all see what you've done as well. And I thought it'd be fun because then we can share patterns and ideas and things like that. I also started a group on Ravelry called My Gifting Basket, where we can actually post pictures and have, like, chatter about what is in our gifting basket. So I hope you'll join me there and join in on the fun. Okay, I'm going to take you through what I have in my gifting basket. This all was not made this week, but it was made pretty recently. I'd say within the past month for sure. So the first thing was these little booties. I don't know why I made them. I just woke up and said, you know what? I feel like making booties, as one does. And I found a free pattern on Ravelry called Newborn Booties by Priscilla Uholo. I hope I'm pronouncing her name properly. And it was really easy, very quick. I think it took me about 2 hours. And I used some yarn I had in my stash, Sublime Isabella, just some pink. And that's it. So now I put them in my gifting basket, and they can be part of a gift when somebody comes along that has little tiny feet. Okay, so also in my gifting basket are 3 hats. I got this beautiful pattern by Steffer Knit Studio called the Rose Cable Hat. And I love this pattern. It was so much fun. So I made a purple one, a cream one, and a gray one. So they're kind of neutrally. I'm not putting pom-poms on. I think I'm just going to leave it as it shows in the pattern. I followed the pattern exactly. And the yarn I used was from Michaels. It's the Cozy Wool Loops and Threads. So the purple one, do I have the name? Oh, I don't see it, but you know what, I'll put the names of the 3 colors underneath. They're all this brand. Oh, here we are, Lavender Gray. They're all this same brand of yarn that I used and that she actually recommends in her pattern. This is a paid for pattern. But like I said, it was a great pattern. So I'm putting those 3 hats in my gifting basket. And now I need a drink. Oh, it's so dry. We're having a really cold day here and the house is so dry. Okay. I have one more thing in my gifting basket I want to show you. I think I've shown this pattern before. It's by my friend Christy from Farmhouse Knits Co. And it is her essential fingerless gloves. So I made a pair in Quick and Thick yarn, lime brown yarn from Michaels. And here they are. And I also made a pair in Melody Drops. This is alpaca. And I doubled up the yarn. So I used 2 strands. And I did it actually in the cream. So again, nobody in mind, but these will go into my gifting basket. So I'm hoping to, you know, when I add things to my gifting basket, be able to show you on my podcast. And definitely I will be posting these in the Ravelry group and probably on Instagram too. Okay. I realize not much I made for me this week. So that's good. Oh, but wait. All right. I did make something. Okay, last time I spoke to you guys, I was having a lot of sock struggles and I put out the call for help. You guys were amazing. You gave me so many great suggestions and so many great tutorials and videos to follow. So I decided maybe it's the DPNs that was giving me grief. And I decided to go a different route and try something new and see if I liked it any better. So I had in my craft room, just get myself situated here, 2 needles, 2 circular needles, 2.25 millimeters. And I followed the magic loop method with Kay Linton, Crazy Sock Lady. And I found it so much better. So I already finished a sock. And I am flying through the second sock. And this is so much easier because it's like you have 2 needles. So you can kind of keep track of your front and your back, and I'm just finding it way better. I even got a pattern, which is crazy because I wasn't going to do that. But because of the front and back method in my brain, the pattern just made sense to me. So I bought a pattern also by the Crazy Sock Lady called Morning Coffee Socks. This is them. And so before I was using the opal yarn, and I have to say it was a little too rough for me, plus all the mistakes and the ladders, and I was just not happy. So I have decided to scrap that project. And I thought, well, if I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna get some soft yarn. So I had in my stash Cozy Posy yarn. And the color is Luna Moth. Let me show you that. It's so beautiful and it's so soft. So yeah, I'm loving that. And then this is just my Autumn and Indigo little bits from my mod shawl. And it's really exciting to do like a whole project and then have a little left over and then put them in another project. I don't know why, that feels so good. So I'm loving it. Things are clicking. I don't have to like watch tutorials for every moment. It's starting to be relaxing, which, you know, when something's relaxing, then there's no stopping you. So anyway, really enjoying this. We'll continue my sock knitting, but I am not calling this episode More Sock Sorrows, maybe Sock Happiness. Anyway, so that's that. That has been going well. Oh, I also started making dishcloths. Again, probably for my knitting basket, my gifting basket. But I needed something that was very relaxing and I could memorize and just straight knitting. I'm not in a sweater right now, though I'm really wanting to cast on a new sweater. But I wanted something that I've been having these amazing girls Zoom nights once a week. And I want to knit, but I don't want to like read a pattern while I'm having a chat with people. So this is perfect. So I'll show you what I've done so far and then I'll talk more about it. So I've done this dishcloth. And if you've never knit or used a cotton dishcloth, you're missing out. I mean, they are perfect. They are so good. They absorb so well. They wash so well. Like, I can't say enough good things about them. And I did a cream one. So the pattern I got was a free pattern on Ravelry from verypinky.com, and she has incredible tutorials. If you need a technique or something that you're finding a little tricky in a pattern, she's one of my first places I will go. I find her very clear and very, very helpful. Anyway, this was a free pattern called Traditional Dishcloths, and you can make a square or a rectangle. Right now I'm just doing this square, and it is such a simple pattern that you memorize it in 2 minutes, and you just know to go up. I go up to 50 stitches. I think she says it in the pattern too. And that gives you a really nice size one, and it is cotton, so it will, like, I throw mine in the dryer so they shrink a little, but like still a great size. So that's that. And the yarn I'm using, I have a bunch of cotton yarn. Well, first of all, when I did a Knit Picks order a little while ago, I wanted to try Dishy because everyone raves about it. So I got one in, I think this is Pebbles, and then this is Dishy, and I think it's Flower Girl. I can't find the, oh, here it is. Yeah, Flower Girl. Doing this very awkwardly at the moment. Here we go. Okay. And it is awesome. As awesome as everybody says. It's so soft and just so enjoyable. So I'm not sure if I'm going to get a full other dishcloth, but what I probably will do is start putting colors together, because you can very easily, when you start decreasing, change your color, and then you get like a half and half look, and that would be cute too. I mean, you could do anything. You could do stripes. You can do anything. And the other yarn I have about 6 balls of Sugar and Cream, which is slightly a cheaper yarn, but for dishcloths, it's great. So I have in Country Green, and this one is Soft Ecru. And then I just got an ecru. and beige. So I figure, you know, I'm just trying to stick with neutrals so that I can put them in my gifting basket, and you know, nothing too crazy for somebody's kitchen. And I already started a third with the beige. I use 5mm needles, and these are my lychee needles. I don't know, I've heard people pronounce them different ways, but they're bamboo. They're really great. And yeah, it makes it go very quickly. I started this last night while we were watching, what were we watching? Oh, we've started New Girl. We never watched that. So we watch a New Girl. So I think this was 2 episodes of New Girl. Oh, it's so funny. Anyway, so we're really, I'm really enjoying my dishcloth knitting. And what else? Let me think. Oh, I started something else. I didn't really work on my Dust of Snow wrap too much this week. Yeah, I don't know what I've been working on. I guess the sock and the dishcloths, and finishing this, that's for sure. Yeah, finishing this took a little while, and especially the lace part. I had to go a little bit slow. Okay, so I've started another shawl. This is another gift for somebody else. So it's not going in my gifting basket because it's for a particular person, and this person is allergic to wool. So I had to do acrylic, but I wanted to do it had to be really, really soft. So I heard very good things about Lion Brand's Ferris wheel. It's 100% acrylic. And I had imagined in my head, this person is not gonna wear a shawl like this, like I like. They don't like anything around their neck. They're probably, I can see them wearing it like over their shoulder. So I wanted it big, so it's like a piece. So I found this pattern. Now, I have made one of her patterns before, and I loved her patterns. I'm sure I'd love her if I met her, but I loved her patterns. Her name is Tammy Gore, and I found this pattern on Ravelry called Jayla, and I really liked what I saw because it's big and it has almost three or four sections, and each section is a different stitch. And I thought that would be perfect for this type of yarn that is multicolored. I've never used a yarn like this before. At least I don't think I have. And I have to say, it's so much fun because you like, it's a gradient yarn and you're slowly moving into another color. So I started it this week. And you know what? It's not going slow because it's on, again, 5mm needles. And I'm using the same type of needles I use for my washcloths, but these are just much longer. And this is it so far. It's kind of curly a little bit, but so right now it's like a very just simple stockinette. And then actually I think that it's this for quite a while because I was counting my stitches, that I only have like half of what I'm supposed to. So I think it's going to be a good size, which is what I'm looking for. But the yarn, this is super soft. Like, it doesn't have any like crunchiness to it or itchiness. Oh, I'm using my little gumdrop from Little Bitty Delights, Amanda, who I had such a nice chat with this week on Instagram. She's so sweet. And anyway, I think this is going to be good. I think it's going to be really good. And it's really enjoyable. Like, I love working on it. And I think part of it is just the colors. The person that I'm making it for, I know, likes browns and pinks. And so I just thought this would be great. Anyway, following the pattern exactly. And we'll see. I'm excited to show you my progress every week. So that's that. I think that's all I have to show. I didn't get any happy mail this week. I got sad mail, bills and things. So that's it. So I'm working on all those projects. On Sunday, I will be working on my scrappy projects, which I'm really enjoying. And that's it. I hope you are working on something really great. I would love to know what you're working on. In Toronto, or Ontario, we are under lockdown orders again, and school's all online. So we're home a lot. So my knitting is really amazing and getting me through each day. And all these projects and yarn, and I hope that it's bringing you comfort too. Tell me down below what you're working on. I would love to know. Thank you so much for visiting with me. If you haven't subscribed, maybe you'll think about doing that so you don't miss an episode. And press the bell down below so that it tells you when I upload. And that's about it. So thank you so much. I hope everyone is doing well, and we'll see you soon. Take care.